Lovelies. A lot of people who they think mental, who's be on the side of the streets, they ain't mental. Some of them is just homeless. And some of them, because of how they were treated, they refuse to go for help, to go in a home or a shelter or something. They just don't want nothing to do with people and things. They just like had enough, so to speak. I remember this lady, she used to be cursing every day I passed. Cursing every day. And one day she literally cursed me out too because I didn't give her the dollar she wanted. But at the time, I refused to give her the dollar because she didn't curse but three people out. What I have witnessed that same day, and I say she don't deserve my $1, so I'm not gonna give it to her if that's the way she's acting. So when I came out the store, she was cursing at me again, cursing at me again. So I told my son, carry the bags. He said, Mommy, let's go, let's go, let's go. He didn't want me to say that. He thought, it was going to be a bad situation. I said, no, you carry my bags. I've dealt with people like that before, you know. And he didn't go on in the car. He just started to watch. He's like, oh, God. And I went to her and I hold her hand. I started walking and I talked to her. Tell her she don't need to carry like that. I say, people will help her more if she act a little better. I say people could see she in need. People could see she homeless. People could see that she need to eat and need things. I say, but if you continue to act like that, you'll never get none from the people. And that's why you're frustrated because they are not giving you anything. And me and her talk, and I try to get to know her name. She tell me she's be right here. I ask her if she need help to get in the shelter. I'll help her get in the shelter, and all those things. She said she ain't want to go on none, and she tell me why and all these different things. So I wasn't giving her no money because she cursed me out. I was giving her the money because she needed. So I reach in my purse. I give her $5. I say, now when you see me again, or you see anybody else, you go up to them and say, good evening, miss, you could please help me. That is the way you're going to do it. You're not going to be cursing out people because you didn't get nothing for the whole day. And I could see you ain't eat the whole day. So this $5 will help you get something at least. She said, okay, okay, mom. So if she was mental, she wouldn't have received me the way she had. And she listened intently and she talked and we had a good conversation with each other. I tell her I coming back next month. I tell her what date. And I tell her what time I gonna come back. And I can bring something for her. And I kept my promise and she was there waiting. She was there waiting. And when she see me, she came over, she said, good evening, mom. You know, and when I went in the shop, the security tell me, say, I don't know what you did with her that day. But from that day, she stopped cursing everybody. She don't curse nobody out no more. Say she used to curse me out, curse everybody who even work in the store. Say we had problem. We used to keep out the store. Say, but I don't know what you do. I say because she just wanted someone to take a time out with her, and she was acting out because no one saw her. See, that's why they call homeless people the invisible people. That's the term they use for them because people pass them by and don't acknowledge that they exist. And sometimes it makes them angry. And they are saying, I'm here. I do live on this planet too. Don't just pass me by. And they act out in the worst way. And so the minute someone paid her attention, she looked for that attention because she need attention too. That's a human nature. That's a human nature. And she was different up to this day. That was a couple good years ago. Up to this day, she don't not carry on like that no more. And every time, sometime I pass, one day I go in and I buy some Kentucky for me and my family. But I saw her and I say, look here, I going in there to get some Kentucky. When I come back this way, be here so I can bring you one. And I brought her boss all the biggest, most beautifulest smile you could want. And I said, you sure you don't need me to help you get in the shelter? Because it ain't safe to be on the road. She said it's safer than in the shelter. I said, oh God. That's what she tell me. So I just leave her to, some people before that lifestyle, believe it or not. Believe it or not, they done had so much things that they meant to. They just want to be like that. They just want enough clothes to keep them warm or a little blanket to lay up on and keep them warm at night. And they just want something to eat and thing. That's all they want. So I always say, Lord, if I had to really the means, I would have opened a place for them to be able to use the bathroom and to shower. They have those type places like that in certain places in the United States. They have places like that in certain places in Europe like that. You have to care for people welfare. And it's sad that they want to live that lifestyle, but at least somewhere they could provide, somewhere they could bathe and they could use the bathroom and they could use a little training as to say, you got to keep it clean. We ain't paying no one to keep it clean. You got to keep it clean. You do this, you do that. They are not mental like people think. They just need someone to stop sometime and listen. Hold their hand and listen. When I was going in the car, my son had me say, hey, hey, take this sanitizer. He was spraying all kinds of sanitizer on my hand. I say, oh, but he acknowledged what he see. And he realized she changed too, because when we go back, she always comes so nicely and calmly. My own son, literally smiles now at her. At first he was threatened. At first he feel like, ugh. But sometimes you lead by the example, not by just the talk. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes that $1 or $2 is good, but sometimes they just want someone to talk to them. How you doing today? How you feel? What you can do now? Where you trying to go now? Simple little things, they make you feel like you someone cares. Someone cares. You see them and they look in your eyes. The one guy, he look in my eye. He eye light up bright. When he came to the court, they wouldn't let him in the court to see me. He was so dirty. I had to keep him aside and talk to him because he came looking for me for one couple of dollars. He was hungry. No way to find me. There's no way to find you. There's no way to find you. He came there looking for me for one little couple of dollars. But I ain't to the court now. Just for root. I suppose I see him on the root and all me. Take that. So you ain't gonna get rid of them because they find, like you say, a friend in me. And they just want someone to talk to. They sometimes they even want the money. Want to show me a big pocket for me. Say, you want me to buy you lunch today? I say, no, thank you, baby. Where you get all that money from? Say, boy, I was working. I clean a couple of people's yard. I say, oh, that's good. They even looking for jobs and things now. Going cleaning yard. Hello, take that. They ain't as mental as people think. They are not as mental as people think. So, some people just want someone to acknowledge them. Some of them want to be better. Okay? So we need to remember that. All right?